What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and we finally, after months of anticipation, weeks of delays, and only 6 weeks away from The Mandalorian Season 2 on Disney+, we have a trailer. So we're going to take a look at this trailer. It dropped while I was at work, of course, so I'm a little late getting this out. We're going to watch the trailer, we're going to break it down a little bit, and then at the end, we're going to talk about some of the rumors that are going on right now about Mandalorian Season 2, and why, looking at this trailer, I kind of got the hint that that might be true after all. So let's take a watch. Now, I'm not going to lie and pretend like I didn't watch this before. I watched this twice while I was on my phone at work. This is the first time I'm getting to see on my big screen, so we're going to let it play through once, not going to interrupt it, maybe a couple thoughts here and there, and then we're going to go through and we're going to break this down. So here we go, minute and 52 seconds. It does look good. There's a Razor's Crest. Oh, it's in bad shape. I didn't see that on my phone earlier.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction.
The
You must
child.
reunite it with its own kind.
Where is that?
Where?
This you must determine.
Back to Tatooine.
The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
There's a lot of
You expect me to search the
there's
galaxy
Sasha
and
Banks.
deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
Fishing boat. That's pretty cool.
You know this is no place for a child.
Wherever I
Jetpack.
go, he goes.
So I've heard.
Cute.
This is the way.
There it is. Only on Disney Plus. Now, my first initial reactions, first time watching this, it looks really good. A lot of things about this trailer look really good. Like a lot of effort and a lot of money was put into all of the designs, be it long, far away shots or whether it's close-up stuff. Looks really good. Cinematography looks fantastic. But, you know, you could say the same about Season 1, and I was very mediocre about Season 1. I think there was a lot of problems when you look at plots, when you look at character development or lack thereof, talking about Mandalorian Season 1. Will Season 2 be the same way? Who knows? So let's go through this trailer a little bit. I'll turn the sound off this time as we go through it. Now, the first thing I noticed was kind of this planet. Looks very much like an Earth planet. There's a lot of water on it. Not sure what planet this is. I have my guesses, though, as we go later. Now, you see the engine flickering a lot, and also, I could not see this on my phone when I watched it earlier. The cargo bay door, the back hatch, is open. So, the Razor Crest has obviously been in a little bit of a battle. You see it flopping back and forth. So, maybe with those X-Wings that we saw later in the trailer. Let's continue on a little bit. It's obviously limping its way to wherever it's going. Lucasfilm logo, and then we start having, and I'll turn the sound on for a second so you can hear the voiceover.
Safety deemed such destruction.
Now that is clearly the armor from the last episode of last season. I think that that's very obvious that that was going to be the path forward, because considering it was the last episode of Season 1, the armorer said, hey, you need to find Baby Yoda. You need to bring him back to his home. Learn the lesson about the Mandalorians and the Jedi fighting each other in wars. So they're just reusing that dialogue for Season 2. It's not really news. We all knew that that was the way it was going to go. But great cinematography with the Mandalorian walking up here. With our first look at the child. Now this I saw a couple of people talking about this on Twitter earlier. The graffiti, the street lights, It looks very much like they're trying to bring a current day ghetto and what it looks like. This doesn't really look like Star Wars to me. I was talking to Jeremy, I think, and he's like, it looks like he's walking through Gotham, and it kind of does. It doesn't really have a Star Wars feel for me, but let's continue on watching. Now, of course, we're going back to Tatooine because we always have to talk about Tatooine, and we did it in Season 1, so why not go back again? Now, does this line up with some of the Boba Fett rumors that we have heard? Seems likely to me. But on the bright side, the Bantha does look incredible. That's obviously not, CGI. That's got to be practical effects. Bantha looks great. Now, this planet here, I saw some people saying, "Ooh, Hoth." I think it's Ilum, to be quite honest with you. I think that it is Ilum. It makes sense to me. Now, he's searching for the Jedi. We all know the Ahsoka rumors. Rosario Dawson's essentially already been confirmed in everything but the official word to be playing Ahsoka Tano. So he is trying to find the Jedi. He's trying to find the Jedi to bring them back. Makes a lot of sense for him to go to Ilum. Now, what state is Ilum in? We know that Ilum was basically harvested by the Empire for the crystals for the Death Star laser. And then a lot later, the First Order came and turned it into Starkiller Base. So what kind of state is Ilum in? I don't know. I personally believe it's Ilum. I guess we'll find out. Baby Yoda, aren't his feet cold? Like, what the heck? Now this, I wonder if that planet that they were going to, that they were limping towards, is Mon Cala. As we know in Legends, it was known as Mon Calamari, but now I believe in current Disney canon, it's just called Mon Cala. There's a lot of Quarrens, and there are some Mon Calamari as well that are all throughout here. In various different outfits. They definitely it looks like a fishing village. That would make sense for Mon Cala or Mon Calamari. As we go through here. And maybe that's why. Now, here's a look. This is a look at this character who I saw some people identify this character. They thought it was Ahsoka. They thought it was Rosario Dawson. Congratulations on being completely ill-informed and completely wrong. This is not Rosario Dawson. This is not Ahsoka Tano. Looks nothing like either of them. This is Sasha Banks. Now, Sasha Banks has been rumored to be playing Sabine Wren. Could this be Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian that we saw from Star Wars Rebels? She has a history with the Darksaber. She went off with Ahsoka at the end of Rebels to scour the universe for Ezra Bridger. Could this be her? Maybe. I think it makes a lot of sense. Now, when you listen to what they're saying, listen to the voiceover when we see our first image here.
Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
So that highly implies, right, to people that are watching that, wow, this must be some sort, maybe she's a Jedi, maybe she's a dark Jedi, something like that. To me, they could just be trying to distract you from that. I feel like she probably is Sabine, that a lot of these rumors probably were true. If it is Sabine, it would make sense that she is traveling in a robe. If her and Ahsoka are trying to blend into the galaxy, trying to, do this covert search for Ezra Bridger, makes sense that she would wear that. Now, hell, maybe in this new Disney universe, maybe they do give her force powers. Who knows what happens? She did wield the Darksaber at one point in time. Maybe they do give her force powers. I don't know. But that is Sasha Banks. Maybe she's a new character. Maybe she's being trained by Luke. You can't tell if she has a lightsaber or anything like that. You just see her in a robe. I guess time will tell if it's confirmed that it is indeed Sabine Wren. Let's continue on. And she disappears. Now, Baby Yoda's like, oh, that's not good. There you go. Streaming this October. Now, this is a boat, and this is why I'm wondering, maybe, because to be honest, I don't know why he would be taking this fishing boat with all the other possibilities open to you in the Star Wars universe. Why you would be traveling on a boat? Unless maybe the Razor Crest was, it was disabled, like we saw in that opening thing. And they're there. Now, I see a lot of people that like this, the fact that it looks like our world. To me, I don't think that's what Star Wars should look like. This literally looks exactly like a fishing barge you would see in the real world. I don't think that's exactly what Star Wars should be, but that's kind of the feel they're going for. Now, we do have the Razor's Crest, X-Wings on either side that are opening their S-foils, right? They start out in cruise, and then they open their S-foils. Obviously, they're about to chase him down. Now, whether these, I assume they're New Republic, who knows what they really are. That's probably how his ship got so damaged, but just a guess. Now they're on Tatooine again. And there, now we gotta stop here. Gina Carano as Cara Dune, and of course we do have Grief Karga, so they will be in this, as we all knew from the pictures that had already released. Of course, Gina Carano, a lot of people's favorite person in The Mandalorian right now. I hope we get to see a lot more of her in Season 2. The TIE fighters that fold their wings, it'd be really interesting. We should have probably seen some of that during the sequel trilogy, since it was happening 5 years after Return of the Jedi, but whatever. Stormtroopers, that is clearly, it looks to be an Imperial, well, it's a ship of some sort, whether it's Imperial or not, who knows. And then there's a chase with Imperial Scout Troopers. Now that looks like Din Djarin underwater, and now we get to see him using the jetpack that he got at the end of Season 1. Now he looks like to have strung someone up here. He's shooting a light out, maybe to intimidate them. Not sure. It'd be interesting if we saw him hunting down a bounty to try to get what he could out of him. Something we should have seen more of in Season 1. And the graffiti, again, that, I don't know, doesn't look like Star Wars to me. Now, is this a crystal cave in Ilum? Those are my thoughts personally. We'll see if I turn out to be correct. And now the Gamorreans fighting with all these flags up above. Again, a lot of effort to make it seem like this is our world with just some Star Wars things thrown in there. This really does look like a ring that you would walk up to in the underbelly of some seedy place and find people fighting for not a whole lot of money. That looks like what this is, Gamorrean pit fighting. And then, of course, we have this character who knows that Baby Yoda always goes along with the Mandalorian. His goons try to stop him. And then we have this, where the Mandalorian activates the whistling birds and Baby Yoda. Very funny. Ha-ha. Hilarious. And then we have this scene with a bunch of sounds until we finally get him impaling with a throwing knife of some sort this last guy. Not really too much action in this trailer, to be honest. We saw the Mandalorian shoot one blaster at a light, and we see this. That's all the action that I can tell. And then he says, this is the way. I don't think he actually says this is the way here after he kills that guy. I think it's just a random voiceover. But there it is. The end of The Mandalorian Season 2. Now, when I watched this, some things that I thought of. Some things that I thought of are a lot of the things we heard. Now, we know that this trailer was delayed. We're just going to talk briefly about some of these rumors, guys. We know this trailer was delayed. Now, the reasons for it being delayed, who knows? But we know weeks and weeks and weeks went by with this trailer supposed to come out, and it did not because of these delays. Grace Randolph said this at the beginning of September. I was clear yesterday, RE Mandalorian Season 2 news. Trailer delayed for reshoots and needed to be re-edited, and there's a big problem with the show. Happened back when originally filming, it's already been dealt with, why I expect a story shift mid-season. Now, what is she talking about? We do need to take this with a grain of salt because it is Grace Randolph and it is a rumor. But she's not the only place that we have heard this from. We've heard other people say similar things. Now, this is this Mando scoop that she was talking about. She is saying that Pedro Pascal had an issue. He wanted to be out of the helmet more, and that caused some friction between people, caused him not to want his film as much. I don't know if I believe this really, because we know that Pedro Pascal wasn't under the helmet for a huge portion of Mandalorian Season 1. He didn't even meet one of the directors. So the idea that he was uncomfortable in the helmet, didn't want to be in it, I don't buy that. Do I buy maybe he wanted his face out there more? I can buy that. A little bit of ego with someone. I can buy that. But to this level, I'm not sure. Grace Randolph says that he went to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, said he wanted to be out of the helmet more. They said no because they've made this whole rule about you can't be out of the helmet. If that's true, kudos to Favreau and Filoni for sticking to their guns. Then the rumor states that Pedro went up above to Lucasfilm and caused some friction and said that maybe they altered some things with this season to start focusing on other things due to the fact that they didn't have as much Pedro Pascal as they originally thought. Now, what makes me wonder about that is this quote from Jon Favreau. The new season is about introducing a larger story in the world. The stories become less isolated, yet each episode has its own flavor. Hopefully we're bringing a lot more scope to the show. Everything gets bigger, the stakes get higher, but also the personal story develops in a way I think people will enjoy. As we introduce other characters, there are opportunities to follow different storylines. The world was really captivated by Game of Thrones and how that evolved as the characters followed different storylines. That's very appealing to me as an audience member. Goes along with the rumors that maybe different episodes may be a little disconnected and following different characters, not just the Mandalorian and the child. I don't know, I kind of lend a little credence to that based on how long it took for this trailer and how little was revealed. Because at the end of the day, I feel like this trailer was a little disappointing. I'm not saying they need to show us Ahsoka, like a lot of you scoopers said. A lot of you scoopers who are running around right now saying, well, I know, you didn't see Ahsoka, but that doesn't mean that we're wrong about everything. Okay, sure. You told us when the trailer would be released and you were wrong. You told us Ahsoka would be in it and you were wrong. Just take the L and move on. It definitely, to me, for a trailer that was delayed this long, 6 weeks away, I don't feel like there was really much there. Now, it's not like they're trying to keep the big secret like they were in Season 1. I think they need to entice people. The voiceover from last season, we already know what this season was going to be about. I was underwhelmed by it. It's not like I'm super hyped for The Mandalorian as it is. Hyped to see more Cara Dune, though, as I know a lot of people are. What do you guys think about this trailer? I know it's kind of a long video. I hope you stuck around through the whole thing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.